Yeah, that Eva Urbanova said to Karel, no, Karel said to Eva Urbanova that Timo has a gift from God in music.
How long did it take Dominika to introduce you to her father Karel and mother Antonia?
Well, Anthony was first, but it was 2000 I came first time to Prague. And then I knew who Karel was. And we went to Kampa Park restaurant, and he came there with Ivana. And I was pretty drunk already when he came, but they started fighting immediately. Karel was like telling Ivana, how can you drink, how can you eat this after that, and how can you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't that. And she was like, darling. It was really weird to see, you know. But to me, he was very polite, and you know, and he paid everything, and you know. And I remember I told him like you are really famous here, and he was having a little bit wine. I said, yes, I know.
So Karel seemed to be happy when Dominika fell in love with you.
Yeah. I mean, he was like a surrogate father to me. He was really cool guy, really polite, you know, and always we were listening to music in his home.
Do you remember what he told you when you first met? When you met for the first time?
Well, he sent me a text message after the Kampa Park that, Timo, you passed. Yeah. He sent me that, yeah.
Did Karel support your relationship with Dominika? It is said he gave you a lot of money, almost 1 million crowns, almost 10 million crowns apparently. So is this true?
No, it's not true. He bought us a car, that's true. And Dominika got pre-inheritance, like, as far as I know, 150,000 euros, but that's all. I don't think she's a liar. I don't think so.
So how would you describe your relationship with Karel?
He was my friend, you know. I called him almost every week. And one of the last phone calls was like, he said that, Timo, everything, he said these words, everything is going to be now sunny side of the street. And he said, I see you in a lot of metal projects, and it all happened. So it's almost like he knew, you know. And he gave my mother his CD collection, like 30 CDs, and signed it.
What about sisters of Dominika? What is the reason Lucia has a normal, happy life, while Dominika and you seem to be so sad?
Well, Lucia is a different person. I mean, she's... I think Karel helped her more than Domi. And
do you have any details on that?
That I don't know her so well. You know, I met her only a couple of times. So Lucia I don't know so well.
And have you ever met her younger sisters, Charlotte and Nelly?
Many times.
Ivana is very protective about them.
Yeah, too protective. I mean, in July when I saw him for the last time, we were 3 days we were in Hotel Corinthia. And there was some video crew, and they documented everything. And I asked Karel, why you have to do this? I mean, you don't have to do this. You know, everybody knows who you are. And he couldn't even say why. And Charlotte gave me her acoustic guitar, and I played, and Karel sang Yesterday on the porch, and many other songs, a cappella. And apparently it was his birthday because there was a cake.
How would you describe your relationship with Ivana?
There is no relationship with Ivana. I mean, she always, same with Tommy, I mean, she never liked us. Even in July when we were there the 3 days, she really wasn't there, you know. She always went upstairs, you know. Didn't talk even to the girls.
How often had you visited Karel and Ivana in Bertramka?
in 20 years, probably like 100 times, you know.
And what is your favorite experience from there?
The first time, you know, because that was really funny thing. After the Kampa Park, we went to the house, and that was first time when I was there. I was like, wow, what a house! And it was night, and it was dark, and we went to the porch, and they put the candles and stuff, and wine and cheese, and so he was always extremely good host. And we played music, and that's when he said this famous meet that Ivana was there, and he said that, Timo, I like young and crispy meat. Well, okay, I like young and crispy meat. She was always jealous about me and Karel, you know.
Why did you keep your marriage back from Karel Gott? Why didn't you tell him?
It was Dominiky. She didn't want, for some reason she didn't want to tell. You know.
Okay, and what was his reaction when he found out?
He just said that, why didn't you tell me? It was okay.
Was he angry?
No. I very few times saw him angry, this guy.
And if you had an opportunity to meet with Ivana, what would you tell to her?
I had nothing to tell her. Absolutely nothing. You know,
Come on, Timo.
I don't spend my time with negative people, you know. If there is somebody negative in my life, I say, go away, you know. That I learned. Because I went to therapy for 7 years in my life. My father committed suicide when I was 12. So I've learned somehow that I have to come first, you know.